Hello and welcome back here to Sonoma Raceway in beautiful Sonoma, California. The lights are on and we are ready for practice session number 2 here in the pitch black dark of Sonoma, California. Alright, the speeds are gonna be faster if I'm correct. So what are we gonna see?
We're gonna see some bumping and burning a little bit because this is the nighttime right here, so that'll be interesting.
And you know what they say, the nighttime is the right time. Tim Smith and Robert Piet. Let's see who was first out of the pits.
That was Nick Alton.
Alright, Chris, you were in the car during the nighttime practice session 2, so are we going to see speeds higher?
We're definitely going to see speeds higher because, well, yesterday the speeds didn't go really that much higher, but that's because people made adjustments in the cars, I believe, and it just didn't work out their way. This time, I think we're going to see much more faster speeds, more quicker times, and also more bumping and banging. Because you saw what happened in the daytime. People got really comfortable in their cars, and they started racing each other like it was the actual race. They were bumping and banging. So if this what happens in the nighttime, you guys are in for a spectacular show.
Alright, the first car to take time is a number 26, so let's check on the 26.
Of Dante Lemo, yeah.
I like that last name.
Yeah, but it's very hard to pronounce French last names with an X at the end because X sound, but I think it's Lemo. Anyway, so 1-1. Don't make jokes.
His first lap time there, Josh, a 1:22.853. So I think his lap time started when he came out of the pits.
Yeah, it did. Let's see what the time he got when he goes into this corner as he goes down to this curved straightaway. Because just like you said, through the S's and through the hairpin turn.
Alright, this is where time could be made up or lost right here in the hairpin. You can see all the way down from 6th gear to 2nd, and then you'll go up through the gears again. Number 11, 1:14.063.
Yeah, there goes the faster times. But let's see, we're 26. Let's see.
1:13.689, and we got trouble.
New.
We got trouble.
Oh,
we got trouble. We have a car off.
New track record.
We had a car off here. We had someone in trouble.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know, but we may have to go back and take a look at.
Oh, there's Tim Smith.
Yeah, Tim Smith there. But who was the car that got off track? We're gonna have to take a replay here and see who got off track. So let's go ahead and take our first replay. All right, Josh and Chris. Somebody did go off, but somebody had a little accident here. Take a look at this right here in the S's, right into the back.
Oh yeah, you can see Nick Alton. He wasn't prepared to take the turn. He took the turn like he was trained to during his testing sessions, like a month ago. But yeah,
Let's take a listen.
See, he just took a hard left because he knew what to do that. So what do you think of what that was, Chris?
I believe that 74 just wasn't prepared to see a car coming out of the pits. If there wasn't a car in the pits, I would extremely doubt that spin would happen. But I bet some of these drivers, in my opinion, need to learn a little about lapped cars and people coming out of the pits. I think that's not really a safe racing line, but I think that racing line should be kind of changed where they're not going into the exit of pit road. But I think it's only going to be a one-at-a-time thing because some of these drivers are really smart. So I think the number 74 wasn't prepared to see a car coming out of the pits.
All right, that's our first incident of the night here in practice session number 2. We'll get you back to live action when we come back. 10 minutes remain in practice session number 2. You see the 11 of Chase Alexander and a 1:13.417.
Yeah, but you see number 4 of Mason Powers, and they're breaking it to
1:13. The 47 take a 1:13.359.
So that is Nick Pericles and the number 47 right there. So that is great, right? For Nick Perkins right there, part of American racing.
Robert Piet, road course master here in our 2003 and in NASCAR. Robert Piet really knows how to get some fast lap times. You see right there at a 1:13.680, not too far from the top spot. He's currently 8th.
Yep, he just got moved up a little bit from the 155 right there. I think that's 155. Let's actually talk about the 155 of Cody Lamas right here. We haven't talked about him at all during his practice session. So so he's doing really great on Cody Lamas. He has basically only been in a few series, but he's a great driver. He has a passion for Cody Lamas, for Dean Johnson, but anyway.
Yeah. He's a very extremely talented driver because he races in the NURA Racing League, and he has about, I don't know, 3 to 4 championships in one series. He's basically the king of NURA, and there's road courses in NURA, and so he definitely knows to get around one of these tracks.
Yeah, and I watched him race in the truck series, truck series 2, and he was great in that series. But yeah. But let's see what he can do during his lap right here. He was 9th, and he is going to be
9th.
Yeah.
And at 1:13.887, so he slowed down that lap.
Yeah, a little bit slow down right there. So let's see
47 just posted another fast lap time here, improving once again to a 1:13.257. These speeds are getting fast.
Yeah, they are. Maybe for like. Maybe if we can, I don't know. They're going to hit 112. Maybe in a race they will.
Well, let's see what Nick Pericles can do here as he crosses the line. 1:13.205.
So that is a new time for. So he's still up front here with about 8 minutes left to go here in session number 2 of the nighttime.
Yeah, they're posting the fastest lap times of the weekend so far.
And just to clarify, the track record here at Sonoma is a 1:13.202. So he's not too far of breaking this track record.
Yeah, so that would be amazing if he could break this record right here.
Well, we're gonna keep an eye on him because he's about 0.2 of a second from breaking this thing.
Yeah, so but anything could happen here in the 24 hours of Sonoma right here on for decision on CNBC. So anyway, let's see. Next session will be on USA Network and CNBC, and qualifying will partake on YouTube because we are not spoiled little rats.
I wish we were, but let's keep it on Nick Pericles for a second. See if we can set the track record here at Sonoma. He's going to cross the finish line right now. 1:13.860.
Nope. But hey, let's talk about. Let's talk about Keith Batson at number 5 right here. He's 7th position.
Keith Batson, we haven't talked a lot about him. He crosses the line right now, 1:13.658. So he's doing pretty good in this practice.
Is actually really surprising because Keith Batson is normally known for racing on the ovals. I believe this is one of his first times ever racing on the road course. So he must be really comfortable with that car right now what he's got.
Yeah, he is.
I think he must be comfortable, Chris, because he is wheeling this thing inside the top 10. But all eyes rest on that 47. Can he break this track record? He is 0.2 of a second off. We got a car coming on pit road. We'll take a look at that in just a second. Let's see what Pericles can do around this corner.
Yep, as it go cross and on a bare pin end. It doesn't touch the end of it. Of our MCSN logo right there. But coming to the line.
He did it! No, he didn't. 1:14. Gosh darn it, he was so close.
I believe the reason why, I believe if that car wasn't there, he may have got it, because I believe in some corners that car is just holding him up. On the straightaways, he gets a little draft from the corners. It's not that great. So if he wants to break the track record, I think he needs to pass the Lado.
Yeah.
Lado.
I mean, Lemo.
Or Lemo.
It's very hard.
Let's see if he can do it. He's right on the bumper here. He's using him as a draft pick.
Yeah, you don't see driving a lot of road courses.
I don't know. I think he's actually learning to race around people.
Look at him go.
Yeah, Nick Perkins. Let's see what he can do at this corner. Maybe he could pass him right here. But let's see, coming into the hairpin turn. No, he won't.
No, he's not gonna pass him. I think he just wants to play it safe for now, and then pass him when he gets a chance. But he's still trying to break this thing. I think he did it. No, man, he's still slow. 1:14.307.
Let's take a look at someone. Let's take a look at the number 12. We haven't talked about Trent Dunham at all as well.
Let's take a look at him. There he is right there, 1:13.967. So he's not far away from breaking this track record as well.
Yeah, well, like everybody's in the 113s right now.
Yeah, part of Team NNSCRA or NNSCRA Racing. Can't remember the exact team name, but Trent Dunham, another one of those guys that don't really race on the road courses that much. He is currently in 17th. Not the greatest time that he could have, but the important thing is, he told me after a practice session earlier today, he told me that he's comfortable with the car. He would like to get faster and more quicker times, but I think today or tonight he's just gonna race around people. But unfortunately, he's not around people to race with.
No, he's not. Pericles, though, he's still stuck behind that Corvette.
And he doesn't have a lot of time left, about 3 minutes left to go. So if he wants to pass Lemo and get that track record, he's better do it quick.
He has to do it quick. He's running out of time. 2 minutes and change left in practice session number 2.
Yep. So let's take a look at a driver from Team Arizona, number 63. Let's take a look at Jacob Crago.
63, Jacob Crago so far in the top 10 at a 1:14.201.
He's in his 10th position right now, so pretty good for that. For Jacob Crago running one of the two driver teams here, so they're going to share 12 hours for each. And whose phone is going off?
I think that's our editor's phone. I'm not sure.
That's the editor's. I don't listen to that type of music. Anyway, I do have some info on Jacob Crago. He actually, earlier this week, before all the practice went out, he and his little team, since they're pretty close to the racetrack, they got here and tested. It looks like the testing is paying off.
It is paying off. So let's see if one of these drivers, if Pericles can't, let's see if one of these drivers can break this track record. Because we are so close to breaking it, it's not even funny.
Yeah. Anyway, let's take another look at one more driver. Well, two more drivers. Henrietta Fitzwater and in the number 51 right here.
Let's see where we can find. Wow, I think Nick Pericles has a clear racetrack.
Alright, but let's see if we can do this. Then maybe we'll talk about the other drivers in Thomas and Fitzwater. Well, yeah. He's going into the final little lengths of this racetrack right now. Let's see what Nick Perkins can do right here. He's through the S's right now, through the straight to the camera, and coming into the long straight into the apex.
He's coming into the apex right now, about to come into the. He's entering the hairpin corner right now at a whopping 145 miles an hour. So let's see what he can do. He has to improve his last time with just about seconds left.
I have a question that I must ask. On that turn heading into the straightaway before the hairpin, there's a truck just hanging in the air by by a crane.
I see that.
I see
don't
that
know.
too. For some reason, Sonoma Raceway is promoting Toyota here at the track, and they said, "Why not YOLO? Let's just hang a giant crane from the track."
We should have used that for promotion for NBC.
Oh, that would be something. All right, practice
Plot.
session number 2 is in the books, and let's.
Plot twist.
Yeah, very good plot twist. Nick Pericles so close to breaking the track record, 1:13.205. He had to get it to a 1:13.202, but he has to settle for 1:13.205. Most of these times in the 1:13s and 1:14s, not like the 1:20s that we saw.
Yeah, so hopefully better racing. But anyway, that is us for tonight. You can watch practice session number 3, both sessions on my channel, and as long as more can't talk today, and also qualifying as well. But come back here for the final practice night, as in segment 1 drivers take one final chance at getting a good time. But anyway, thank you for watching Joshua Michaels. It's Chris Washer. Chris Washer. Thank you for watching. See you, everybody.